Good afternoon, and welcome to a late edition of Bears Book Rundown. Actually, I have three to do today. I'm going to try to get them all done today. And they're separated over the past month, and hopefully by tomorrow I'll be caught up and everybody will wake up, everything will be copacetic. So, here we go. This is going to be, I'm including 2 weeks at a time because during those 2 weeks, there were some that I missed they're on back order that I wasn't able to get. If anybody who knows, I was in the hospital for about 6 days, and then where we worked at, there was flooding, so I lost 5 days there, so I lost half my wages. So buying comics was not quite as pressing this month. So anyway, now that I'm mostly caught up, I'll be going ahead and going through with these. So the first week, this is combining weeks the 14th and the 21st. And I'm going to start off with the way I normally do. It's going to start off with my bomb of the bunch. And Bear's bomb of the bunch, and for any of you guys who know me, sit down, was Legion Lost #1. I did not like this book. In fact, it is probably ranking right up there with my least favorite of the DC books coming out now. They're the #1s. I didn't like the art. First things first, I did not like the art of this. It looked rushed. It looked messy. It looked sloppy. These people did not look like the Legionnaires that I've been reading about for Lord knows how many years. The pacing was okay. It needed a little bit more story. Even if it was just one page of them in the past or in the future, looking on, to say, hey, let's go, let's get this guy. Just didn't work. Also, the characterizations are so far off in this. Tyrock, bitching and moaning at Timberwolf. Oh, well, he does what he wants. Tyrock hasn't been around long enough to know whether or not Timberwolf's left hand, right hand, whatever he does. That just really irritates me. As far as I'm concerned, Tyrock can go jump off the cliff. I didn't care for the whole organic residue is falling. That's just kind of gross. If they're basically, if that means that their bits and pieces are falling down. I mean, honestly, could have been, you know, there's a way out of it. I just didn't see what's the point of including them if you're going to kill them off. Anyway, Legion Lost is my bomb of the bunch. Did not care for it. Didn't care for it. Of course, I'm going to get the second one. It's Legion. I will always get the Legion books, but it doesn't necessarily mean I have to like them. So, Legion Lost, my bomb of the bunch. All right. So now, from best to worst, or worst to best, next we've got Birds of Prey #1. Now, this wasn't a bad book. It was well drawn. I kind of dig in Black Canary's new costume. What I didn't, I like the fact that she's kind of a rebel, or she's kind of on the hunt or on the lam right now. I'm enjoying that. The one thing, and I've noticed throughout the whole new DC new, is that heroes aren't really heroes that much. They are more on the X-Men type, the renegades, the outlaws. They're on the edge, the fringe, and it gives it a new twist. But I kind of miss seeing my heroes being cheered on. But anyway, the only thing I really didn't like about this is the cover was misleading, very misleading. I'm assuming that's Poison Ivy. I don't know. She wasn't in the book. I'm assuming that's Katana. Once again, it's just just appearance. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I'll definitely be picking up. I do like this. I'm not sure who she is. Again, I think they call her Thorn. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice counterpart for Black Canary, and I like the little Barbara. The one thing I do like about the DCU, and I'm going to touch on this further, is the interconnectivity of everything. Barbara. Um, Gordon is in this book. She talks about things that happen in another book. I mean, I like how everything's tied together, so I do like that. So that's a plus. All right, next up we have Batman #1. Now, this wasn't a bad book either. It beautifully drawn. Greg Capullo can't draw a bad book to save his life. Scott Snyder did a good thing. Did a great story. I'm not overly a huge Batman fan. Never have been. But this wasn't bad, and the cliffhanger has honestly left it up for me to be picking up Batman 2. So, I liked it. It wasn't great. This was fantastic. I do like how they incorporated Professor Pig from the old Batman and Robin. Um, first bad villain back then. So I like how they are keeping the ties. Would have been easier just to drop all ties and reintroduce all the characters. Yeah, but what's Batman without his rogues gallery? Honestly, I mean, Batman's kind of boring. If he's just telling tales. I mean, once in a while, a little detective story's not bad, but Batman is nothing without Joker, Two-Face, Penguin. I don't like what they did to Riddler because I like the good Riddler. But anyway, more on that later. So anyway, there's that. Batman number one. Next, we've got Green Lantern number one. Sinestro being the cover. Honestly, what surprised me, I didn't like the art in this. I believe it's Doug Mank, and it surprised me. It wasn't up to normal part. I mean, I like the story between Carol and Hal. It's about time Hal Jordan gets put in his place, especially by Carol. It's interesting. I like the fact, I like if you want your ring back, you'll do everything I say. So, I mean, obviously, Hal Jordan is going to be Green Lantern very soon. I mean, I'll get it. It wasn't as jaw-dropping, as impressive as some of the others have been. Next, we've got Red Lantern number one, and I absolutely loved this for that. Everybody's talking about splashfolds and gate. I freaking love Dexter. I mean, this cat is just I want it. And the line that made it after it gets captured and Atrocious comes in, what are you doing to my cat? Love it, love it. I like that this Red Lantern is turning more into a not necessarily. I thought it was going to be a villains book, and it's not. It's there is a place in the universe for rage. There is a place in the universe for pain and anger, and it looks like this is where he's going. Atrocious isn't as evil as what he's meant to be, or has been brought out to be. And there's going to be dissension in the ranks, obviously. By and large, I really like this. This is a really good one. I was glad. I'm really glad I picked it up. Next, and this will surprise people as well, that this is not my best of the bunch. Legion of Superheroes number one. Levitz can't tell a bad Legion story. The art in here is pretty good. One exception. I absolutely hate Ultra Boy's hair. It looks stupid. Stupid. I don't like it. Some of the costuming, it looks like the curse of Jim Lee's Mandarin collars has hit the 30th century as well. Where except for Monel, who had it first. But if you look here, we've got Cosmic Boy has it. They have it. She has it. Element Lad has it. They all have the Mandarin collar. So, but anyway, I did not like the cover either. Cover's kind of hideous. But it's a Legion. I'll get it. I did enjoy this part. I'm wondering if the Daxamite at the end of the issue is going to be a new one that we haven't seen, or someone we have. Anyway, so then it goes like this. Now, my Bears book of the bunch, and this totally 100% surprised me, was one of the more controversial ones, and that is Catwoman number one. I loved this book. From the pacing, to the art, to the styling, to the coloring, to the art. Everything about this book screamed number one. I am the best. I am the winner. I love this book. And you know what? Everybody is complaining about Catwoman getting some right here on the back page. Well, you know what? It's not as if she's raping Batman. Okay, let me tell you, he's a willing participant in this. So why is it wrong for her to go get her rocks off when obviously he wants it too? And that just ticks me off. Of course, if a woman does it, it's a typical double standard. If a woman wants to have sex, she's a slut. If a guy wants to have sex, hey, he's a man. And honestly, it's wrong. I liked it. I love this. I will be getting back for more. It is one of the best books that I've read out of the new 52. And honestly, and it's not even just for the sex thing. It is for the story and the art and the packaging and the writing. And John Winnick, thank you. You've told one hell of a story. I like this book. So, that's my week rundown for the week of the 14th through the 21st. I'm going to stop now, and then I'm going to start over with the 28th. That way we can break it up so we're not having a 45-minute long rundown. So see you in a minute.